Hey folks, Bruce here. I want to tell you how to get a CV axle off a stubborn 2006 Volkswagen Beetle. I think this would probably work for just about any vehicle out there, and I've been searching the internet for a while and been struggling with it for 5 days. I've tried the vice grip method that somebody posted with the sliding hammer, and it wouldn't pop off. The vice grip kept popping off, but the axle remained in place and stuck in the transmission. I went and rented a tool, the CV axle removal tool. The problem with that is the tool itself was, the width of it was too thick to fit in between the transmission and the axle, so of course I couldn't get that out. After brainstorming for about 5 days, I sat down and conjured up a new method and a tool that cost less than $10 by going to Lowe's. I'm going to show you how to do that. As you can see, the axle is way up in there, stuck in the transmission, and can't get it out. And with no further ado, I'll show you the little tool that I made for less than $10. So this is it. It's a piece of metal, and it looks like it's about an inch and a half or whatnot strip. And I got this at Lowe's. About 3 of them, and you can see, I guess they're about, might be a little bit longer because I did cut some, but I'd say probably about 3 feet long, and they were about $3 a piece. So I bought 3 of them, and what I did, the 2 on the sides, I kind of screwed down onto a nice, kind of like a 4x4 block of wood. And on this end, I folded into a U shape. And at the very tip, I took a grinder. And if you can see there, I kind of grinded a little groove down like a U, so it can fit around the axle, so we can hit it to get it out. Okay, so I already popped mine out, but I kind of just lightly put it back in there for right now so I can show you how I did it. And I honestly believe this will probably work for any CV axles that you're trying to get out that's really stubborn, especially when you can't get the tool that you rent to get behind, in between actually the axle and the transmission. So what I did is basically, if you look, just kind of slid that up and took that in there. Trying to do this and hold this camera at the same time, and guide this back there, which is loose. And if you see, I slid that sucker right back. See how it fell and slid right behind that axle. And all I did was got a sledgehammer, and at the same time, while holding it, I banged it, and it came right out just like that. All I can say is that I really think that this little cheap, less than $10 tool here probably take out any CV axle, and I hope it saves you the trouble and the headache that I went through. And all I can say is, you're welcome.